Okay, boys and girls, here is your pumpkin project. The supplies we're going to use are pencil, glue, and oil pastels. And the first thing that we do is always the same. We flip our paper over and write your name. Even though you're using a pencil, you'll still be able to see it on your black paper. Okay, now we're going to draw a pumpkin. Think of the letter C and use that as you draw your curved lines. Now think of a backward letter C. Remember to draw your pumpkin really large. You want it to take up most of your paper. Then use that curved line like the letter C and fill in a few more curved lines. These are for the curved lines that are on a pumpkin. Add an oval in the middle to finish off your pumpkin. Now add a stem at the top. That's just kind of like a rectangle with a little jelly bean on top. And then add some curly, fancy, swirly lines. These are the little lines of the stem that attaches to the vine in a pumpkin patch. I am using zigzag lines to show the grass that is on the ground where a pumpkin would be sitting. And for this next part, we're going to use a bottle glue with the orange cap. And now to know that if your bottle is open, when you squeeze it, if it sounds like a puppy dog sniffing in your ear, that means that it is open. You're going to start at the top of your paper and work your way down. That will keep you from getting glue on your hands. You're going to trace over every single line that you made and drew on your pumpkin, on the stem, on the vine, on your grass that's at the bottom. So every single line, start from the top of the paper and work your way down until you have traced all of your pencil marks with glue. Now, once you have traced all your lines, think about any details you might have forgotten. Ooh, I forgot to add a leaf to the vine of my pumpkin. And then let it dry. Now, once your glue is completely dry, and I mean completely, then I'm going to use warm colors, red, orange, and yellows to color. I'm going to color this first section using just orange. And I'm going to show you that you can make it look even better. A lot of times we think of orange as the color for pumpkins, but did you know that you can mix oil pastels? So I'm going to start out with a little bit of yellow and use a little bit of my yellow orange all the way around that. And then I'm going to use a little bit of red around that. And then I'm going to color on top of all of that with my orange, and it will blend it together. Now see the difference between the first section that I used just orange and that one where I blended some different colors together? It looks much better when you blend it together. So I'm going to do this in every single little curved section of my pumpkin. I want to add a few different colors, different warm colors, red, orange, and yellows, and blend them together to make a much more interesting pumpkin. So use your oil pastels and use all of your warm colors, remember that's red, orange, and yellow, to blend those colors together to make a very interesting pumpkin. Now, whenever you're coloring with oil pastels, you can use this technique no matter what you're coloring. So a green leaf, I'm using a dark green, and now I'm going to use a light green and blend those colors together. This makes your artwork look amazing. So use this as you color in each part of your pumpkin. The glue lines are going to kind of keep you from going on top of the lines and will keep you from covering them up. So as you're coloring, be careful not to cover up your glue, but the glue itself will kind of keep you in the right place and color the entire background, the pumpkin, and the foreground, which is the grass. For my grass, I'm using light green, dark green, and some yellow, and I'm blending those colors together. And since I used warm colors on my pumpkin, I'm going to use cool colors, so blues and purples in the sky, which is the background around my pumpkin. I'm going to blend those colors together, so use a little bit and then blend it with other colors to make it a very beautiful night sky behind my pumpkin. Now for the vine, don't forget to trace over that, and that might be going on top of your glue to trace over that, but I'm just going to use a green and go right on top of my vine, the line that is connected to the pumpkin, just to make it stand out. Now we're going to get really fancy, boys and girls. I'm going to add what's called a highlight. I'm going to use white and go right on top of my pumpkin, just at the very top, to add a highlight. This makes my pumpkin look three-dimensional, ooh, and real. I cannot wait to see your amazing pumpkin artwork. Until next time.